So, picking straight back up where we were before, in terms of the situation, so we have reached the first objective. That's Southern Compound, which is also compounds 28, 29. We did take casualties on the approach to it. So, Section 3, that's taken one man incapacitated. They stabilised, and then I suppose they've been evacuated in the best combat mission representation that's possible. We also took one casualty to the ANA, again incapacitated. They're currently on the road, so we're trying to recover them. Problem is this sort of corridor of fire from compound 1. So I'll probably pop smoke and try and recover those once we've got some guys up on the roofs to cover outwards. What I'm probably going to do is draw in some of the sections as well. So they're not too bad in terms of distance. They're not massively separated, but because of the actual terrain, you can already see they're in radio communications, for example, but they don't fully know, or they don't have sight of each other. On that, I think might need to start considering fire arcs. So back at the checkpoint, they have no awareness of what's going on. They know guys are out on the ground, don't know where. So I'll start doing that actually whilst we're speaking. Especially with the GMGs. GMG will be quite lethal if we don't get them on fire arcs. And that's current situation really now. So I think finish wrapping up on compound 28, 29, push through compound 1, and then on to compound 4, which is the actual objective. So I'll press go there and start working through. Oh, no. Okay, so we're taking fire from, like an RPG from compound 22. That's the other thing I need to bear in mind as well. So, in the briefing it did say that once they know we're out on the ground, 15 to 20 minutes later, which is about now, well, they radio in for backup, and they surge forces into the area. Now, you could say because we took fire from this immediately on leaving the checkpoint, they are aware we're on the ground, and I suppose from that you can start to expect them to pop out. Start causing some trouble there. So these guys are going to start stabilising the casualty. They've got that smoke screen from compound 1, sort of tightening up the perimeter, and finally cleared that compound. Double check these fire arcs. A bit more leeway with that, I think. No, that's a bit about there. looks good. Once they've stabilised this casualty, I'll start pushing the ANA up to this area, I reckon. Then we need to pick a section to actually push patrol up to compound 1. Not going to be these guys because I think they're nicely covering that. Could be these guys, but they do have a nice position on the rooftop. I want to keep these guys because there is potential for an all-round defence. They could surge from anywhere, so I want to keep them on the ground. Right, though. Get them to dash across the road. So again, we're in a nice organised sort of triangle defence here. It's whether we want to push around the back, knowing that there's fire points there, or push down this ditch. I might break off a little assault team from the engineers to tackle this next one, I think. And possibly push Commander up onto the roof so they can see what's going on. One thing I don't think I covered right at the start, and the briefing does touch on this. Hold that thought. So they won that firefight, I think. We can get the ANA to move up the ditch. ANA might be able to tackle this, actually. Get the engineers to dash across and start supporting them as well, I think. Surrendering. They're surrendering, okay. So right, there's been enemy in here, so I'm unhappy with that. I'm gonna blow my way in. Nothing else happening around, so we can focus on this. Yeah, what was... We might just have to swarm them. What I was gonna say is one of the things from the briefing that I don't think we quite covered was the ammunition. Now the briefing recommends loading up as heavily as possible, and that's what the bulldogs are there for, so they act as sort of supply depots. But I didn't. So part of this is thinking about the weight burden, ammunition burden, and some of this is what we can play with in terms of combat mission as a game. Hang on, let me check. Are these guys surrendering? Yeah, okay. We'll rush them too. Might get the A&A to just all head round and take these buildings. And again, thinking about the wire arcs. Oh, hello. So here are some of the Taliban reinforcements. It's been spotted by the sniper and the GMG, so they might start engaging soon. If these guys have wrapped up, yeah, I'll get them to rush back to rejoin their engineer troop, or section, sorry. And then we'll try and move the patrol further up towards the centre combat. Yeah, what was I saying? So the ammunition, I suppose, scales. And I will caveat, I wasn't an infantryman, so I don't know the reality of what they actually carried. I know theoretically what we're looking at, so I suppose you're looking at 6 to 7 magazines. So if we go with 7 magazines, that's 210 rounds. And I think you're going to carry a bandolier, so that's another 150. So each rifleman, whether that be LSW, grenade launcher, rifleman, I think they're on 360 rounds each. So I think that brings it up to and I've got the maths on the other side of the screen. So it's 2,610 rounds just for the rifleman. And I think the LMG so the LMG's got about 400 link, I believe. And then the spare link within the section is another 600 on paper. So I think that's bringing us up to 3,610 for 5.56. Whoa. Is that this guy? Yeah. I think he's taking a pop at free section as it's dashing forward. Can't see them. Looks like the Snipers doing an alright job of these. Suppressing them. They're taking the time to handle the surrender. Right, sorry, so what were we on? 3,600 odd rounds of 5.56. Oh, there's more reinforcements coming. So I want to get this settled, I think, soon. And double check the GMG. Good. Alright, think this through. Might shuffle them back this direction ever so slightly. So we maintain a sort of triangle. Because this is getting a bit sketchy now. Where are these boys? At some point I'll try and finish talking about ammunition scales, but at the moment I kind of have to handle this. Really are taking their time.
Hello, fire mission, over! Hello, fire mission, out.
The question is, do we need to start looking at what to do with the javelins? I'm tempted to. Bring them up.
Shot, over. Shot, out.
Oh, that's the wrong body. Back in.
Flash, over. Flash, out.
So you get them to take out the command element.
Shot, over. Shot, out.
That's the headquarters. And I know that we're creeping up to the, there goes the headquarters there. That will do, I think. Get back down the stairs.
Shot, over. Shot, out.
So we're trying to knock out headquarter teams with the javelins.
Flash, over.
And what I'll probably do, seeing it's creeping up to the 20-minute mark,
Flash, out. Fire for effect, over.
so we might pause it there. So the mortars are coming in on over here. We've got a rough triangle
Fire
still.
for effect. Out.
And I think we might have just taken out the commander over here. Yep, knocked out another command group. So it's, yeah, it's shaping up now. I'm going to stop there, and I'll see you shortly.